Hey, what's up guys? A little different vlog coming at you today. We want to give you an update on our house search and our move. We have a couple things. We want to talk about the land we're selling. We want to talk about all the houses we've looked at. And we also have a really big idea that we want to run by you.
We are looking to move because my mom, aka Bebo, as many of you know her, is getting older. She'll be 81 in just a few weeks, and the conversation of nursing home, what next, has been something we've all been talking about for about a year now. And we had to sit down with her, talked about just all the things, all the options, and we all just want her to be with us. However, there's no room here. There's literally not. Even the spare spaces that we seem to have, if you've been watching our channel, you know our house, is not set up for her walker, a handicap bathroom, all of the things that she'll need. And so we need a bigger space. We need more space.
That's the number one reason why we're moving. But the other two secondary or tertiary reasons is to get away from the really high taxes out here in Heath, and to also get a little bit more land because the girls want to raise animals. And Abram wants more land to roam on and ride on.
Yeah.
So the first thing we have to do is sell some property that we have in a couple cities over. It's pasture property.
As I said, my grandmother raised me. I've called her mom my whole life, but her dad worked a farm, a 100-acre farm, like my whole life, her whole life. He broke his property up among his own children to do with what they would in the future. And Bebo gifted me a portion of that land.
30 acres.
30 acres of land.
Pasture land, has a pond on it. It's
Yes.
been ag exempt all this time. We've been paying taxes on it for the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
We didn't want to sell it. And we wanted to keep it in the family as long as possible, just like it's been in the family. But we think, as well as Bebo thinks, that this is a good decision and a good reason to sell the land.
It seems like the only option. It is, really, and we're all on board. But it's an emotional thing because it's part of my heritage. It's part of my family background that I'm not super connected with anymore. I've thought about this a lot, like, is this the right thing to do, to sell it early or whatever, you know? But then when I think about my granddaddy, Bebo's dad, she's his baby, kind of like Josie is our baby, and I think like he would just be so proud to know that the land that he worked so hard toiling and manicuring, and just it was everything to him. I think he would love to know that he still is the one helping take care of his baby girl in her last, season of her life. And so that's what's given me so much peace about doing this.
And it reminds me of a great proverb. I don't know at the top of my head. I'm going to put it right here on the screen. But it's about parents leaving a heritage for their grandchildren. And anyway, I think it's a beautiful thing. So far selling the land has been such a blessing because basically we found a buyer almost right away. I have a friend who's an investor. The guy I used to work for when I was a waiter. He owned the restaurants I worked for. I just texted him. I said, do you know anybody interested in a piece of land right off Interstate 20? And he said, me. And so it's in contract right now, and it's set to close next month. We didn't have to bother putting on the market. We got a very fair price for it compared to what other investors were offering us. So, yeah.
And it's somebody we've known for many years, so if we weren't able to keep it in the family, which we did try, I know there's some people out there who are going to wonder, why didn't you just sell it to family? We tried, it didn't work out. And so if at the very least we couldn't keep it in the family, it's going to someone that Bebo and us have known for many years. So
Bebo even said, oh, I'm happy for it to go to him. I'm glad he's getting it. That's great. We've looked at several houses, and we have a couple of favorites. We've looked at 8 houses. If you guys want to check those out, I'll link them below. Our first favorite is the house in the country. It's sitting on 5 acres.
It's beautiful. Looks like a farmhouse as soon as you enter the driveway. It's got a mother-in-law suite that's already set up. We'd have to do a little tweaking here and there to make it just right for Bebo, but not much. It's got a pond. It has screened-in porch. There's a couple of downsides. We'd have to do some, finagling here and there to make it right for our family on the inside of the house.
What we keep running into is the houses that we like the most and fit us the best are a little bit above our price point, and there does need to be some changes made. But this house has been sitting on the market for a couple months, and the price has come down. And so, God willing, that's the house we'll get.
I will say, the other downside is the drive. That one is about a half-hour drive to anything in our life.
That's a downside to all these houses we've been looking at.
There was that one, all the bedrooms that were really unique, and it was kind of cabin style, and it was like we would live upstairs and Bebo would live downstairs.
Yeah, but Bebo didn't want that.
Oh, that's right.
Bebo wants her own space.
I feel like sometimes you guys can see things that we don't see, and you've known us, you've been around with us for a long time. I'm very indecisive, he's a little indecisive, so maybe you guys have that one opinion that's going to help sway us one way or the other, and we're just missing it. We're just not thinking along those lines yet.
Yeah, maybe. All right, guys, so to our big idea. You ready to hear it? Here we go. Some of you have presented this idea to us. So first of all, we really love our house. We love the location. The downsides are it doesn't have a lot of land.
Taxes are astronomical.
Yeah, the taxes are high.
Shared.
Tell them what we're thinking.
We are thinking about building Bebo a custom house just for her here in our backyard.
Yes, and we got a spot.
We do have a spot.
I'll put it right here over us talking. I think this spot's perfect. We probably would have to take out this tree right here. I'm thinking about taking out the corner of this fence and taking it backwards because we have about 10 feet outside of this fence. That's ours. It'll give us a little bit more room so she'll sit kind of snugly out here in the corner. We'll make a walkway from her place to our house. So we've actually started getting a permit to do that just in case we don't find the right house.
Bebo says she likes the idea of having more land, but she likes the idea of just staying where we're at. We've got the pool. We already have our house. It just takes out a whole layer of us getting her to live with us, because then we'd have to sell our house, move all our stuff, move in. It just is going to prolong everything of getting her in with us.
Well, the build's going to take some time, too. Either way, it's going to take time.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
But, yeah, it's going to take time either way. But I will contract it myself, so we'll save money there. I won't build it all myself. Of course, I'll do some of it, but I'll contract it, and they'll save us a lot of money. Yeah, the other downside is, the kids wanted land. But I think myself and my kids have not proved that we're the type of people who can raise animals and manage a big property. Like, as much as we want to do it, I don't think we've proven ourselves.
I don't either.
We've gotten this dog for Symphony and Abram. I mean, they're not very responsible with him. I'm not either. They're not very.
They're learning.
They're learning, and neither one of us have the energy to try to teach them how to raise an animal and be great animal owners.
We still have a lot of growing to do in that area, but we're trying to grow. I think we just need to let the growth happen before we jump into having property and animals. Like, we're aware of it. We're working on it.
I think we can. We can prove ourselves here. We have property behind this garage, a space to try chickens. Again, we've tried chickens before. We have Oreo, who's a crazy hunter. It would be difficult to have animals with her. For
discipline reasons also. We just feel like we should do well with what the Lord has given us here before we try to go bigger and more as far as the actual land goes.
Yes. Or that's where we'd land if we decided not to get a bigger property. How we would explain this to the girls. Juliet doesn't want to move anyway. I keep saying the girls, but I'm meaning Symphony and Abram. He doesn't want animals, but he wants the property.
By the girls, I mean our girl and boy.
Yeah. And the other thing is, Symphony's priority in her life right now is her friends. She knows that, but she wants her friends and she wants the animals and the property. She wants it all. But the truth is, if we move out in the country, she will be with her friends less. She'll see her friends less because it's going to be a drive. All her friends are pretty close by.
Yeah, we've been very blessed that all of our homeschool community, lots of our gatherings happen.
All that too.
Really close by. Our church is close, and it's just it's just the hard truth is that we're not going to drive as much to these things if we live 30 minutes away. I mean, we would have to be very selective about what's worth our time, our gas, all the things. Yeah. However, if we found the perfect property, we wouldn't let that be the thing that held us back. We'd have to explain to her then,
exactly.
How are we going to make it all work?
We haven't given the kid a final decision, nor do we have a final decision, but we are leaning a lot towards building in the backyard. And as a conclusion, we are not done looking at houses. She already has another one we're going to look at soon.
We're going to look at one in 4 days.
We're going to be praying about this together. I think God's going to shut the doors if He doesn't want us to move, and He's going to open some if He does. Mm-hmm. And so we're trusting Him in this search. And but we'd still love to hear all your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. And if you're curious about the houses, make sure you go check out those videos.
And there you have it, guys.
Yeah.
There's an update for y'all. There's your update. We will for sure keep y'all updated and just eager to hear what y'all have to say. We love you guys, and we're thankful for, just that y'all are along for the ride with us here.
Definitely. And we'll catch you guys next time for a normal vlog. Don't forget, He loves you.
And make sure to love each other. I love that, Josie. Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain.